see AT&T conducting noise harassment for political, religious, and business reasons. Don't know for sure that's political, religious, or business reasons. Call it lifeline censorship and harassment of someone who is telling you all about that. Check your family's lifeline right now. Especially if you got AT&T, and 150 million folks do. When you can't reach me by phone, you don't know when else that AT&T harassment will be affecting your lifeline. That's a monopoly compromising the security of America. Get that on video, 424-229-4140. Whatever you get when you don't get me, MELTON. They can very easily turn that noise off, guys. That's why it is intentional on AT&T's part. They own Spectrum. To be compromising America's security, your family's lifeline. I bet you can guess if they decide your lifeline's not going to work at any other time, it's going to be just as newsworthy as me asking for a 9/11 Flight 93 check for over a decade, not getting one. No certified mail, no non-certified mail, no FedEx, no UPS in that time either about those 93 checks. So call up Randall Stevenson and all executives of AT&T and get them on that speakerphone as you try to call me, and ask them, why is your company a danger to America's security, my family's security? Get their reaction post. Read the people must be the reporters. They're not doing their jobs. Here's Spectrum. I mean AT&T, they own Spectrum. Conducting harassment methods. Call up Randall Stevenson and all other executives of AT&T and ask them, when else will your family's lifeline, America's security, be affected by your political, religious, and business censorship? You try to call me with them on speakerphone or in person. They don't know about me asking for a 9/11 Flight 93 check for over a decade and not getting one. In the business they're in, they're involved or they're incompetent. Same as any generals or officers in the military. They're involved or they're incompetent. We can't have the incompetent ones doing that job they're not doing. The involved ones are committing treason. Can you think of any other reason to hijack calls, steal mail, alter the internet? They're attempting to overthrow. Get it on video. Post. We the people must be the reporter. They're not doing their jobs. When you hear AT&T's harassment noise, and yes, wherever they're the loudest in your city is where they are conducting harassment methods. And yeah, it's not always against a man in a wheelchair like with me. When you get right down to it, your family's lifeline not working is harassment of you. Make that video of America's hijacked lifelines and put on the backs of those files, they're printable as 4x6 photos, generals' numbers and AT&T executives' numbers. This is Spectrum. Spectrum's a small company owned by AT&T. If they don't know what a 9/11 Flight 93 check is, Spectrum or the AT&T executives or the generals, they're involved or they're incompetent in America's hijacked lifelines. They're incompetent? Yeah, get someone out of those boots in those booths that can do the job properly. And yes, if they're involved, that's being a traitor. And yeah, it would seem unlikely that someone in either the AT&T shoes or the generals would not know about me and my 9/11 Flight 93 check imagery over the past decade. This is from, I guess 8-9 years ago. It would seem unlikely. So get their reaction, and yes, they're worried enough about their crimes, those stealing your calls to me, to alter phone records, cover them up, and to steal mail. So certify that mail to me and tell everyone else to do the same. And make videos. It takes just 5 minutes to make a video. Whoever's in the room there with you. Their lifeline being hijacked. See, that's being obvious. Do you really think they need to back up a block? That's AT&T's Randall Stevenson's very obvious taunting. You ask all of those executives of AT&T, there's got to be a bunch. They got 150 million subscribers. If you're one of them, you pay their salaries, you ask them, when else will your child's, your lifeline not be allowed to work because of their political, religious, and business censorship of America? Not just that man in a wheelchair telling the truth about their treasonous activities. Here AT&T's harassment, noise being even more obvious, already has backed up and is backing up very slowly another half a block. When you hear AT&T's harassment noise, make that video. Oh, you calling up Randall Stevenson and all of the executives of AT&T, put their numbers on the backs of 5s and asking them, are you attempting to overthrow the American government by your very obvious, easily documented harassment? Obvious, easily documented hijacking of America's lifelines. Are you attempting to overthrow the government? And you demonstrate by trying to call me. Not one 9/11 Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking, guys. That's Randall Stevenson, AT&T's active participation in America's hijacked lifelines. Find out what they're doing. Call them up. Get them on video. As you try to call me, 424-229-4140. Same with generals in either case. Generals of the military. They don't know what a 9/11 Flight 93 check is. They're involved or they're incompetent. We don't need folks that incompetent involved in the military or the phones. Those are our lifelines. So ask them which it is. Are you incompetent or are you involved? Are you attempting to overthrow the American government by hijacking our lifelines and stealing mail? Affecting our internet? Get their reactions, suppose. Be the reporter. We must. They're not doing their jobs. And oh yeah, call me up in front of reporters. Another set of folks who are incompetent or involved in America's hijacked lifelines. Here AT&T conducting harassment, noise techniques in your neck of the woods. Make that video of your hijack call to me. 424-229-4140. Right now. Then get Randall Stevenson, CEO, AT&T, who owns Spectrum and is conducting those harassment techniques against the man in a wheelchair. Get his name, his number, executive's numbers. Call them up, ask them. What do you know about John Milton Brady not getting a 911 Flight 93 check and a decade of asking? Same for generals. If they don't know what a 93 check is with me making this imagery and not getting one, call or mail about the 93s. You get 93 checks in over a decade. They don't know they're involved or they're incompetent. They're incompetent, getting them out of there. They're involved. Yeah, that's treason. That's jeopardizing America's security. Yes, he does have. Mormons beware. And Semper Fi, check and post in 5. The image telling everyone to check America's Lifelines and see that phone. You're making a video of as every child in America's Lifeline to the firemen, the police, the paramedics, and make a video of being hijacked. I've been asking for 911 Flight 93 checks for over a decade, and I've yet to get one. 911 Flight 93 check is you picking up your phone and knowing it works all the time without political, religious, or business censorship affecting it, because you can reach me right now. No certified mail, no non-certified mail about those 93 checks in that decade. You gonna send me some mail, FedEx, UPS, Post Office? Make a video of it first, it's gonna be stolen. And yes, it takes 5 minutes to make that video of every child in America's Lifeline being hijacked. 424-229-4140. Make the video right now and call up AT&T, Randall Stevenson. All other executives of AT&T, all generals, all colonels in the military. In both cases, if they don't know what a 911 Flight 93 check is, after I've been asking with all kinds of imagery, I'm a graphic artist, not making any money at it because of censorship, but if they don't know what a 911 Flight 93 check is, that is, yeah, it's either incompetent or involved. So make that video of which it is. We can't have incompetent folks in the way of America's security. Those lifelines are part of our security. We can't have them in there. If they're treasonous, they're attempting to overthrow the government by hijacking lifelines and stealing mail and interfering with internet commerce. Yeah, that's treason. I deal with them. See a plane? Ow. It's up there somewhere. Make a video of America's hijacked lifelines. 424-229-4140. Whatever you get when you don't get me, it's not going to be born. That phone ringing, that error message, that busy signal. It's not going to be born if you need the firemen, police, and paramedics or paramedics. So make that video right now of your hijack call to me. Not one 911 Flight 93 check of America's Lifelines in over a decade of asking. No certified mail either. There's my address, apartment 409, 4260 Greg Boulevard, apartment 409. Los Angeles, California 90065. Make that video, and I think you heard some of AT&T's harassment as I made that see a plane, as I'm making this see a plane. Make that video of America's hijacked lifelines. So call up CEO Randall Stevenson and I ask him, why are you hijacking America's lifelines? Are you attempting to overthrow the government? Is that it? By not letting America's lifelines work? And demonstrate. You're trying to call me, John Melton Brady, 424-229-4140. Whatever you get when you don't get me. Ask Randall if he's involved in America's hijacked lifelines or incompetent as the CEO of AT&T. With their 150 million subscribers, something's wrong somewhere. Document Randall as that threat to our security, as a country, as you and your lifeline. Here is Simon. 9/11, Flight 93, checking posting 5. Doesn't matter if it's a fire engine, an ambulance, police car. You want to know your phone is allowed to work all the time. I'm Melton, John Melton Brady. There's my address, my contact. I've been asking for 9/11 Flight 93 checks for over a decade. I have yet to get one. Make a video of your stolen call to me. Those stealing your calls are worried enough about getting caught for their crimes. And their crimes are compromising the security of America. They're worried enough about getting caught for their crimes to alter phone records to cover them up. Get that on video. You got Hussein's, you got Trump's, you got AT&T's phone gate. Make the video, post the video, and yes, don't forget to call up those generals, you know. Or maybe you can just look them up in the phone book. If they don't know what a 9/11 Flight 93 check is, after I've put out image after image telling America to check their lifelines for the past decade, after I've made video after video telling folks to check their lifelines by trying to call me, they don't know what one is, they're involved or they're incompetent. Get the incompetent ones out of there. We need some new ones in their boots. And get those involved in a hijacking America's lifelines, compromising our security, get them. Yeah, on trial for treason. Timestamp on your phone, number dialed. Make that video. All firemen, all policemen, all soldiers, you protect America. Do that by making a video of your hijack call to me. Post. We the people must be the reporters. Look for where AT&T is the loudest in your city. And that's where they're conducting harassment techniques. Doesn't have to be against a man in a wheelchair. Makes that a game. Figure out why Spectrum and C Spectrum, think AT&T, why they are harassing in this neighborhood, that neighborhood. Is there a councilman who lives there? Is there mayor, governor, senator? Figure out why AT&T is harassing publicly. Oh, it can be privately, I guess, as well. And yes, make sure you put the numbers of Randall Stevenson and all AT&T execs on the backs of 5s and Tell everyone. All of their 150 million subscribers paying them to do a job, and they're hijacking America's lifelines. Tell them, call up for your kids, your families, your communities, America. You call up Randall Stevenson, other executives, and you try to call MELTON. 424-229-4140. In front of them via speakerphone or just plain in front of them. And you get their reaction. To your family's lifeline not working and not knowing when else it won't be allowed to work. You post. We the people must be the reporters. They're not doing their jobs. Call me up in front of those reporters. Not one 9/11 Flight 93 check in a decade of asking. A lot of stolen mail about those 93 checks as well. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California 90065. Certified that mail. FedEx, UPS, make a video of it first. And get those treasonous folks who are stealing America's mail, hijacking our lifelines. Get them in the spotlight. We can't have that. Remember, wherever AT&T is the loudest, that's AT&T. Spectrum's a small part of AT&T now. Wherever any of AT&T's companies are the loudest in your neck of the woods, your city, that's where they are performing harassment techniques, military style harassment techniques. In your city. Here's what you do. You put their numbers, executives, and Randall Stevenson's number on the backs of these files. You can find them at Vote-Truth as well as AT&T's 5. And the General's 5s. In either case, if they don't know about me with all this imagery, asking for 9/11 Flight 93 checks for over a decade and not getting one, if they don't know about that, the generals or AT&T executives, they are involved or they are incompetent. I think they're very competent. Their hatred is very well practiced. So you get them on speakerphone, you try to call me with your wife's phone, your neighbor's phone, your co-worker's phone, another church member's phone, and you get them being traitors. 424-229-4140. Certified mail to me. I've not gotten one 9/11 Flight 93 check in a decade of asking. That you picking up the phone and reaching me. Knowing that it works all the time, your phone, your family's lifeline. Not one in over a decade, no certified mail, no non-certified mail, no FedEx. You're going to send me something, make a video of it first. And call up AT&T and any officers in charge of America's security. If they don't know what a 9/11 Flight 93 check is, they're incompetent or they are traitors, undermining America's security. Get them on video being one or the other. Get them out of those boots. Out of those positions. If they're incompetent. If they're traitors. Get that on video too. Oh, he's more shy.